Brothers and sisters, we have a plan. This is Backwards James, back on it again. This picture means nothing, but I just wanted to get that in the shot. But, yeah, guys, flee the church. I'm going to talk to you about Abigail today because the puzzle pieces just keep on falling together. So, guys, take a look at 1 Samuel chapter 25. Okay? And you'll read a lot about David's two wives. Now, interestingly, these two wives are going to play into a lot of our understanding of the two witnesses, as well as the two, count them, two brides of Christ. Now, I know that there's a lot of flack. I'm going to get a lot of flack about the two brides thing because I'm going to keep on talking about it. But guys, think about the scriptures, and please do not dismiss the scriptures as something that's holy, because indeed, my prophetic relationship with Yahushua is centering on my exclusive study of the Bible. That would include the new books of the Bible as well. But of course, my favorite has to be the old books, Genesis through Revelation, because I've studied it for years and years and years, guys, and honestly, I haven't understood any of it until recently. These past 3 years, when I've fled the church, flee the church. These past 3 years when I fled the church, okay, I got in touch with Yahshua. He responded with Holy Spirit, and he started to teach me, and I started to learn. And it's during this process that, one starts to hear the voice of God. And guys, it's just simply awesome. Another thing, side note, when it comes to God, the kind of stuff that God does, he is secretive. Okay, yeah, he's the revealer of secrets, but when it comes to prayer and prayer closets and miracles, a lot of times he does things so low key so that only the people involved with the miracle, or only the people that perform the miracle, whoever the few people are that are blessed to experience these things, the miracles are done by God so that only those few people would see it. Most of the time, it's one-on-one, where even if you try to go and tell somebody this stuff, they're not going to believe it because it's unbelievable, for one, because we really, as a people, as a nation, as a planet, we really don't know or understand or have any faith whatsoever in this great God, the Father and the Son, Yahweh and Yahshua. So a lot of the times he shows you these things on a one-on-one, and you can relate them all you want. You can even show them the manifestation if you want, but it's not going to make a difference. Like, let me give you an example, and I'm going to come back to Abigail, but okay. So very recently, there's a video by 777AEJ, Anna. And in her video, she has this picture of this pyramid that the Lord showed her, where there was a cross at the top of the house, so at the top of the pyramid. Well, this week was a momentous week for me, coming off of the prophetic revelation, and then, I did stumble during this week, and it was kind of interesting. Well, on Thursday night, which was the prelude to my stumbling, my great stumbling, which I did stumble that night as well, I have a little 5-year-old girl that speaks prophecy, okay? And she's a prophetess, and she's gonna be way better than me, just because at a very early age, the Lord is dealing with her. Well, as I'm in the midst of starting this great stumbling, I look over at my daughter, and my wife and I, nobody saw her doing it, okay? Nobody saw her doing it. And recently, we've been playing with blocks, but sometimes she goes from being a 5-year-old to being this freaky weird. I mean, not freaky weird, because it's just kind of scary. That's why I say freaky weird, but it's not even scary as much as it is eye-popping. It's like, wow, God's really doing this. So we look over at my daughter, and she's already finished constructing this thing, okay? And if you looked at the 77AEJ video, okay, this is a replica almost of what 77AEJ, showed us, the picture of the pyramid with a cross at the top. So if you see there's 5 on one side, 5 on the other side, and in the middle you have the chief. Now, the way I understand this, 5 wise virgins, 5 foolish virgins. In the middle you have Christ. If you saw my video about the signs of my mother's house, I am on the left side, my brother's on the right side, in the middle is the mirror. So there's 2 people in the mirror, but when I stumbled, okay, when I was in the midst of my stumbling, the next day in the morning, I woke up and I knocked down the left side on accident. And then when a couple days went by with the left side knocked down. And then as I finished my stumbling, I'd say Saturday night, during the Sabbath, I'm stumbling, guys, and it's terrible. Well, last night when I come home, I'm repenting of my stumble, right? And we're all 3 of us are home again, and me and my wife are over here. We had some dinner. Well, in the same way, before any of us could watch Maya or see what my daughter was doing, right? She comes over here and she stacks them back up again, and we didn't see her do it. Nobody saw her make this. Nobody saw her repair this. And I'm thinking that's when the Lord Christ was overshadowing my daughter. And yeah, it's creepy because it's real. And I love it. Don't get me wrong. I pray for these things. I love these prophetic things, but that was the Lord telling me, you stumbled, my son, but look, you stood back up. So it's a real private thing as far as how I stumbled and whatever, but if you see there, that's a replica of what Anna had put up, and here it is, witnessing to me in my own humble abode. So, excuse the mess, guys. Back to the point. There's the wooden bridge. Back to the point. The point is, this stuff is real, and we need to take it seriously because the Lord is communicating with us. And if you believe or you don't believe, it's okay, because the Holy Spirit is going to continue to get louder and louder. So without further ado, let me get into Abigail. All right, so the 2 wives of David, as well as the 2 wives of, well, I guess I'm not going to be able to get to it because now I've got neighbors or I've got visitors. So I'll come back to Abigail, guys, in a part 2, but I will, okay? There's the puzzle piece. Let me go answer my door. Talk to you later. Bye-bye.